What's up, dude?
What's up?
How's it
What's
going?
up? It's going. We're
Yeah,
here. We're here.
yeah,
We made it.
we
Two of
did.
us anyway.
Yeah, I know life gets in the way,
Uh huh.
but what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
You're gonna put that new water heater in and hope for the best.
I got a
No,
question
no
about.
gas leaks.
So, did you do the whole thing with the soapy water over the connections to see
No,
if
I
there's
don't
any
need to do
bubbles?
that.
All right,
No.
just tighten it to the
Just if
right
I,
torque.
yeah, I mean, yeah, just muscle that shit together, and you turn the gas on, you don't smell anything. You're good.
Don't smell any rotten eggs?
Nope,
No. All right
nothing.
then. Good.
Yep.
Good.
It's all dry down there now, which is awesome.
Well, was it leaking?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Like
Oh,
the back seam of the old water heater just kind of blew out. And
okay.
then the connections at the top, they just plumbed copper straight into the top instead of they should have they're called dielectric nipples.
Oh,
They
nice.
should be stubbed out of the top of the water heater to prevent any corrosion,
Mm-hmm.
and that there weren't. It was just straight copper plumbed into the top of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, how long has that thing been there?
The old one.
Yeah, yeah.
So like all of the energy efficiencies were based on 1994. So I'm
Oh,
guessing like 94, 95 that thing was installed
all right.
somewhere in that window.
I because I've been in this place for like 10 years or
Mm-hmm.
more now, 12 years. And I'm starting to think like worry about things. Like, I know I'm gonna need a new roof soon, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Last time someone came out was like last year and said, we got about 5 years. I was like, I think I could save up in 5 years as long as I stop buying toys. Um, and
Never.
and I wonder about the water heater and stuff like that. And it's like, it's like I always meant when I bought a house, like I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna make a checklist, right? And I'm gonna try to keep a calendar of things to look out for. And I never did. I wonder now if like I should just. I'm sure there's a website out there, a very helpful website that someone put together. And be like, okay, so you just bought a house. Here's some things you want to take. These things last this long. This stuff lasts that long, and so on and so forth. So you can start planning, kind
Mm-hmm.
of stuff. So we'll see. We'll see about that. But welcome to your Tuesday Night Delight. I know yesterday on ETR, for those that watched, that I thought maybe we get a little Hurricane B flex because people missed him. It's been a couple weeks, but he's not going to be here again tonight, unfortunately. And um, Dom and Dave and Gary, that's the rest, are all on assignment.
They're all
Um,
playing
yeah,
hooky.
yeah, life things. I mean, things you might think slowed down during the pandemic, but the life keeps on going and keeps interrupting your schedules. And but you know what? I like coming here. It gets me through the rough times, and so I keep showing up. That, and
Mm-hmm.
I guess I've successfully eliminated things that would distract me from being here. I don't know if that's good or bad.
I mean, that being your workstation, I would imagine. You know, hey, I'm gonna sit here and do work all day. Not fun. Hey, I'm gonna sit here and hang out with my friends.
That's
That's
right.
fun.
It's a cleanse of the workstation almost every night. That's why on Thursdays and Fridays, like when the day ends, I leave this room and I don't come back. So if I'm listening to the ladies' podcast, I'll do that down in the living room while I play a Candy Crush equivalent called Fishdom, which I started playing last year, which was a great distraction. It's like one of those things that you play, and while you're playing it, you work out other stuff in your head. But it's like a puzzle game. JD, have you ever read about people who have Alzheimer's and stuff when they're old?
Yeah.
And like every once in a while there will be this story about some like really old woman who was sharp right up until her like 105th birthday. People never understood. And it's like she did the daily crossword every day. You know, shit like that. Keep your mind. You got to exercise your brain.
Fucking Sudoku.
Yeah, that's another. Man, I haven't played that in a while. I'll have to do that. Um, but yeah, yeah, man. And let's see, you, I believe, are going to a toy show next week. Is that right?
Yep, Hershey show.
Hershey. Is that the one we went to that one time? That was like in that like kind of awesome hotel.
Yeah, the lodge.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
That was a cool place. Yeah, man, that was a good time. Um,
Yeah. So
and
if
that's right.
anybody's interested, like
Yeah.
hit me or Chan up. I know. I think Gort's coming out. I
Oh,
don't know who.
cool.
Yeah, I don't know who else.
Man, I don't. I saw Gord at Zolocon, but yeah, man, I miss these guys. The now that's the show that you met. The Hole in the Wall production. Is it uh
Yeah, was
people
it
who?
there? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where you met them for the first time. And
Yeah, Eric and
God,
Donna.
thank you for mentioning their names because they
Hmm.
totally escaped me at the moment.
Yeah. Come on,
Um,
man. That 70s show.
yeah, that's right.
Eric
That's
and
right.
Donna.
I wonder if they planned that.
I don't think
Mm,
so.
yeah. And then I'm looking to come see you guys for the Harrisburg Toy Show, which is
Yes.
like maybe a month from now. It's the weekend before RetroCon.
Yeah,
So,
the what, 18th and 19th or
yeah, something
yeah.
like that. And I know that you have to you're a Saturday working man,
Hmm.
but it's a 2-day show, man, so we can go on Sunday.
We can.
I mean, I might go both days,
You'll probably
but
go both days. I was gonna say
yeah, yeah, I might go both days.
that's
But
cool though. I
yeah,
mean, I get my brine time.
yeah, dude,
That's,
it'll be
that's
fun.
all I'm concerned with.
I get my JD time and my Chan time and my
Yeah.
four dogs at a time.
You
Yeah,
ready for
man.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. You'll fall in love. It's okay.
Yeah.
You
Do
will.
you guys do you guys choose which dog to snuggle with at the end of the night while you're watching whatever TV show before you go to bed? Does each
Um,
person get a dog?
I wish it was that easy. The dogs make the choices.
Okay.
Usually, Maisie and Otto are like they burrow under the blanket. You know, they might not the blanket, but like we keep a blanket on top just for them. So they'll bury themselves under that, and then Chewy will either sleep at the foot of the bed, like down on the floor. She has a big bed that it's right at the bottom of our bed, or she'll sleep in between us. Kiba, of course, he's you know he goes out and he goes out hard, and he's like right in the middle, in between us. I mean, sis will take him to bed, for the first half of the night, and then when I'm ready to crash out, I'll go get him and take him outside, and then we all just
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, your Boston's, man, they snuggle under that blanket. I swear I almost sat on one once.
Yep.
I didn't even
Yep.
know they were there.
Yep. Won't even know
That's trouble.
unless you hear the snoring. That's about it.
So I got something in the mail today.
Yeah.
And you and I spoke on this, I believe, during after one of the shows a couple weeks ago. But this isn't that, unless I also mention this.
Okay.
But anyway, anyway,
My Alzheimer's kicking in.
right. So,
Sorry.
I mean, I can barely remember stuff. I was working with somebody today, and they're like asking me questions, and I'm like, I know I've answered these. And they're like, well, do you have that information? I'm like, well, I don't, dude. It's been 2 weeks. I don't retain that stuff. It's like, search through 2 weeks of emails. Like, here it is. I sent you to. And he's like, oh yeah, that's right. I'm like, come on, man. You gotta stay on top of this. It's like I think it's my goal in life to just quickly get people away from my inbox at work. Like that's
Hmm.
my goal. Like sometimes I'll have people ask me, it's like, wow, you move fast on some stuff. I'm like, I just want these people to stop talking to me. Like that's my goal. Like to solve their problem as soon as possible so that they never have to talk to me again. Kind of thing. That's how I work.
Just trying to
um,
cut
so
that communication out.
right. It's like, I mean, you get so many emails. Well, I mean, not you. I don't know if you do or not, but I get a lot, and a lot of them I don't need to read, and I don't need to talk about that. Um, but okay.
Back to
So
the package.
you know that I collect Optimus Primes, right? So back when I started down this thing, 2013. Yikes. 2013, JD.
Almost.
Good God, man. It doesn't seem that long. It seems like 2 years ago is when I started
Right.
collecting, you know? Um, you hunt around, you search, you Google, and you find things. You're like, what is that? And then there's this item that it was so hard for me to actually determine what it was called. Like I had no, I couldn't even find out what the name of it was for me to search it so I could try and find and buy it.
Hmm.
And then when I did discover the name, it was so obscure that the eBay searches and the Google searches just come back with just garbage and you wouldn't be able to find anything. Then every once in a while, you get lucky and you'd see it and it was expensive. And you're like, I'm not ready. I'm not doing it. Right? Um, but it just so happened in this one moment, I was doing a search for something totally different and this showed up with me not even searching for it.
See, it's
And
like not remembering what you were going to say and then forgetting
yep.
it, and then you remember,
And
or
then
just putting it
yeah.
out of your mind and then you remember.
And it was there with a buy it now, and it was there without, you didn't have to bid on it and then wait and then end up missing out on it because it's overseas and it ends at like 3:30 in the morning or some shit like that. And and it was for what I considered a reasonable price, considering what the prices are for friggin' everything nowadays,
Uh-huh.
especially stuff that hasn't been made since God knows how. Actually, I can't remember when this was made, but it's very interesting. This is not the box that it came in. But you'll see here like 6 flavors
Yeah,
variety box,
looks
and
like you're going to open a box of freezer pops.
exactly. So right, it says Baskin Robbins. That's the
Oh,
BR, Baskin Robbins. But this came from overseas. Like it's got, it's like Japanese writing.
yeah.
Like, because I actually got this from Japan, I believe. And I was reading here. I was reading that. I was translating this, and like
Uh-huh.
this part right here was like, it's okay to touch, but don't put it in your mouth.
Oh,
And and then and I was looking at it and I was like, oh, and it's got dry ice in it. So then because I didn't, and then I was like, why is there dry? And then I didn't realize it said BR on the side, and I was like, Baskin Robbins, the 31 flavors. And
but it's
what I
only
thought
six
was really
flavors.
interesting, so I had a kind of a unique experience with this seller where I bought it, and then he emailed me like as soon as he woke up when the sun rose over there,
Yeah.
and he's like, hey, just want to let you know I'm gonna put this in the mail. And then it was like 2 days later, he's like, hey, I just want to let you know it hasn't gone out yet, but it's coming out. I mean, the guy has great feedback. I wasn't worried, right? And and um and then finally, I think he emails me again. He said, okay, the tracking is moving now, so like you can see it move. I was like, okay, man, I get it. Thanks, I got
He's
it. I
keeping
don't know
you
how this
updated.
works.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah,
Like,
but and the interesting is, like I said, this wasn't the box that it was shipped in, but like this box was sealed, taped shut, and it had like this kind of weird thing on it, and it looks like that this particular guy, like he works with a third party kind of shipper. So I'm guessing that he puts this sticker on and drops it off at like some drop box, and
oh,
then they probably scan this QR code on here, and then they probably box it up and ship it out with probably bulk shipments coming over here to the U.S. or something like that. But anyway, I thought that was really interesting.
Hmm.
With the kind of nuances with shipping and the costs increasing and the container issues and stuff. Like I don't know if you saw Bobby's video or anything like that, but
Uh, no, I don't think
it
I
was on
watched that one yet.
Saturday. Yeah, I mean, but it's yeah, one of his Patreon guys like is in the biz, and we know people in the biz too, and it's
Hmm.
just like the whole Suez Canal thing is like caused impacts that could last years, believe it or not. And like there's an issue with not enough empty shipping containers getting back to where I don't know. It's very fascinating, the logistics of it. Um, have I stalled long enough? What time is it? No. All right. So anyway, let's open. Let's open.
Yeah, open it.
All right. Oh, I did leave the downstairs. It was packed with like Japanese newspaper, which I meant to bring because I don't know if you've gotten that stuff in the past. Like you kind of read it, like the ads on there are very very interesting type stuff.
I don't think I've had anything that was packed with
You know,
Japanese newspaper, but
yeah.
that
And
would be pretty wild. I'd
yeah,
probably keep shit like that because I keep everything,
uh,
packing materials.
so and now that I have the translate app, I can actually kind of see what it is. So, all right, here, let me do this. Let me know. Does that you can see that?
Yep.
All right, you can see the mess I threw on the floor. I don't have a cat to file my packaging.
That's not a penis.
So this right here, it's called Takara Mini Toy Shop, right? And if you can see on here, there's like it's basically miniaturized toys. Like, do you remember maybe as a kid in preschool, see that green thing that kind of looks like a tree house?
Yeah.
Like there's a huge version of that.
Yeah.
And they miniaturized it. And like this here is like one of those Microman type of things, and stuff like that. They even got like the dancing flower type of thing. I didn't know that like the dancing flower was like existed like 1988. I guess that's a thing. But
Wow.
but anyway, as you may have realized, the reason why I got this was because of that.
Oh, that's in there?
Yes. So it looks like this was like a blind box type of thing, kind of like a blind pack of cards, or like those little Lego minifigures, the blind bags types of things.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they even like those PVC transformers will come in blind box type of things.
Yeah. Oh, so we're gonna open it and check it out and
It's in there. Dude, this is good. So yeah, so I've been passive aggressively shopping for this since 2013, I guess. So let's kind of go through this stuff here. So you kind of saw what it is. Right?
yeah.
It's a mini G1 Optimus. And so check this out. It has a little tiny sticker sheet.
Seriously?
I should have cut my fingernails before I did this.
You're fine.
But it's not.
I mean, you could be working with those fucking meat hooks.
They're not cut. So, like, if you were to use this, you'd have to, I guess, take a knife and cut them and cut the squares and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
But
well, you're gonna be tweezering that shit. Oh, dude, the little fucking
right. So you remember?
Yeah.
Oh man, look at this. So it's just like we used to get, right? Except it's the Takara version. Yeah, man, the Cybertrons are the good guys and the Destrons are the bad guys. And looks like it's season 2 as well, because you got like Blaster and Astro Train and stuff like that in there.
Constructicons.
Yeah, man. So
dude,
that's
so
really
did they
awesome.
make all those too?
No, they didn't. I
Oh,
think they're
okay.
just doing
That's
like reminiscing because it's like mini toy shop
okay.
or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and there's some kind of piece of newspaper in here. So it's all in Japanese. Um, so I can't read it, but look at this. What is that is that Reagan?
That's Reagan.
And I don't know. Is he shaking hands with someone? That's not Gorbachev. He had like no hair, right? I can't remember.
Right.
I don't know. But yeah, it's Ronald Reagan.
That's wild.
Um, Here, indulge me for a moment.
Sure.
I want to see what this says. If it says anything. Joint statement at the summit meeting. Agreed on U.S. Soviet nuclear war. So they're in agreement. All right, good. Anyway,
Wow.
I guess a piece of history. Dude, I'm gonna read this whole thing this weekend.
Night
That's what I'm gonna do.
Wingham says that that is Gorbachev.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Look at this. It is
What?
a little Optimus in a box, and it's a mini G1 Optimus that doesn't move. Like it's a little
Oh.
statue.
Hi, Vinny. Hi,
Is
everybody. Hi,
this
Eric.
sealed? You know the listing didn't say it was sealed. I don't want to cut the tape. I'm opening it. I didn't realize the
I
box
mean, you
wasn't
have to
sealed.
open
Oh,
it.
well, the box wasn't sealed because they got to check to see what it is because it's a blind box, I
Yeah.
guess.
Hi, Kenneth.
Oh, man. Dude. All right. Yeah, look at that. Little tiny G1 Optimus. And look, it's such a small like statue. Obviously, you know G1 Optimus, like the arms are out, but like you see his headlights are still there.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Dude, that's crazy. Crazy small.
Look at that. So you can still see like the whole cab.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they just glued a head to it or whatever. All right, I'm opening this.
Is it supposed to transform?
No, I don't think so.
No. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh,
So
they failed. It's not foam.
cool little box, little insert there. Little tray. And all right. So yeah, it's just a little trailer. The wheels do not move. But look at that, man. It's little tiny
That's insane.
Optimus.
Teeny,
This is
tiny.
fantastic. So small. This is
That's
incredible.
what she said.
Dude, this is great. I love this thing. So, you know, as you know, I do collect a bunch of Optimuses. So I have a few size comparisons.
this just became figure banging.
Yeah, here. Let me see if I can't. I'm gonna do it like this. Come back up. All right. So this right here is like, remember those PVC blind box things I was telling you about?
Yeah.
This is like the Heroes of Cybertron, Optimus and alt modes. This is just like PVC, like rubbery plastic. I actually have another one of these that I've turned into a Christmas ornament.
Nice.
And hang it on my tree. But so you can see Look at
Jesus,
right. Um,
that is teeny weeny.
some people that might be familiar with World's Smallest. So this is, I believe, one of the knockoff of the World's Smallest
Oh
Optimuses.
wow, and it's
Yeah.
still even smaller.
Yep. And I can't find the. I have a trailer for this, but I can't find it. Speaking of which, the World's Smallest stuff has skyrocketed in price on eBay. Like people are asking like $200+ for the truck and the trailer. It's insane.
Really?
Yeah, these things aren't. I don't know. Maybe they just stopped making them, and they're scarce. But the one with the trailer is like really expensive. And I remember picking that stuff up really cheap. Like, I believe I have a G2 version, and I have a translucent one that glows in the dark as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, so there's your world's smallest prime, which does transform, and then
Yeah.
there's your little guy. Look at that. Um, for those people that are not into the super obscure, but there's an old Legends Prime from yesteryear, and I don't have the new core class guy transformed, but the big differences here.
Yeah.
Um,
the, the legends can play with his own toy
that's right.
now.
Oh, well, it's funny that you say that.
You can have the
This,
masterpiece playing with the legends, playing with the
yeah.
tiny one.
So here's a G1 Prime. It's, I tell you, man, there's nothing more therapeutic than picking up a G1 Prime and, transforming them real quick. And so this G1 Prime, not to flex, but this is the what they call the New Year Prime. It was a reissue from Takara a long time ago. She has blue eyes.
Oh, instead of the yellow.
Yep. But there. See, it's a nice little small.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Incidentally, Old Faithful is still here too. That's
There you go.
mine. That's
Yeah.
the old one from back in the day. He's seen some shit. What else was I gonna mention? Oh yes, so you mentioned Legends playing with themselves, which just triggered my memory from when I first saw this. And indulge me, JD, while I bet I can find this image real quick.
Okay. In the meantime, I'm playing with this guy. Again, Old Bone.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Is that the guys that work at the gas station?
Yep.
Here it is. Dude, that was fast. I am impressed with myself. So this is the picture that I saw, which prompted me to try and find out what the hell this was. And granted, this is the only picture that I saw. So imagine your Google searches to try to figure this out. There it is.
Yeah. Wow.
MP01 going vroom vroom with himself on the floor. Like when I saw this all those years ago, I was like, what is this? I don't understand. Like I start Googling like smallest Optimus Prime ever. Shit like that. Like how the fuck am I gonna find that? But anyway. There it is.
Well, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, man, I'm
glad that you found it.
I'm beside myself quite a bit on that.
Good.
Oh.
So now what?
Now
What else? Yeah.
Now what?
Now
I did have something else I wanted to talk about.
go for it.
Okay. pardon me while I clean up my primes real quick. So, see, it's nice to have these little bins. I bought these at Target. You get like 4 for like $3 or something like that. And
Oh.
they're rubbery. They're nice for sorting Lego while you're on Shelf Gravy doing things. And they're nice for if you got a bunch of little primes on your desk, you just stick them all in here real
Just
quick.
stick them all in there
Yeah,
and
so you don't lose
sort
them.
through them later.
I'll go ahead and put that there.
I use Target has these like flat bins.
Mhm.
They're like, I don't know, about a foot by maybe like 8 inches, 10 inches, something like that. But they're flat and you can close them. And I have a bunch of we have a bunch of those, and that's what we use to build Lego in. If you don't get done, you can just close the bin up and you're good.
Yeah, I'm actually stoked that this came with the box because, like I said, the listing only had one picture and everything was open. So I
Oh,
thought that's why the price was so good. So, I mean, considering that, and he worked with a third party to ship it and then shipped it here, and he shipped it here express too. I mean, whew. All right,
winning.
back
Winning.
to something else I wanted to talk about. Are you aware of Keith from KFC and X Transbots fame?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. He has been dropping pre-orders like mad recently.
Yeah.
Kinds of stuff.
I've noticed some pretty cool ones.
Yes.
Yes.
So, are you familiar with the Omnibots?
I am.
Okay. Omnibots are G1 Transformers that you had to send in your robot points for,
Mm-hmm.
and get them in the mail.
And they also were not in the cartoon.
That's
right?
correct. That's
Yeah.
correct. That's a talking point I have about this tonight.
Ah.
So,
Sorry. I mean to steal your thunder.
oh, no worries. So I think anyone who watches the show knows that I am a fan of cars that turn into robots.
Nuh-uh.
Just in general.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Kidding.
Specifically, cars
Cars
that
that turn into robots.
I mean, dinosaurs are cool, planes are cool, but cars that turn into robots, like, that gets me excited, JD.
Well then.
Yeah.
Good thing that camera is not pointed at your crotch.
That's right. I pointed it back up.
Mm-hmm.
It gets me
Sorry,
excited.
ladies.
Yeah, like I saw now he teased this a while ago. We might have even have seen it in maybe some of the third-party panels. I can't remember exactly. I think yes, third-party panel because we did the third-party panel live with the a bunch of guys in the community. Jason put it together, and I remember like screaming at the top of my lungs.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
There was a bunch of us in there.
That's right. And
Yes.
but now the pre-orders are up. And so not bad, $100, right? I mean, even Takara car bots are going for like 140 out the gate, right? No, not that skids though. That one's at 90. That's kind of nice of them to do that. But like whenever my interest wanes, you know, I get kind of like down, especially on the robot collecting, because that's what brought us all here.
Yeah.
But this right here, like this is exciting for me. Like I'm really looking forward to these. So I wanted to just kind of share maybe, and then we go through these if people are not familiar with the Omnibots from G1, because of course these are things that you didn't see in the store. And maybe you're one of those people that threw your boxes away without cutting out your robot points. Stuff like that.
I still have a bunch of them too.
Oh, the points themselves?
Yeah. So like funny story about that. Like, you pulled the the brochure out and all that stuff. Like Paul Rossi sent me a bunch of he sent me like a lot of his old G.I. Joe stuff and some Transformer stuff, like the decoys, like almost a full set of decoys.
Okay.
And then there was just a bag full of points, the instructions, the brochures,
What
and
about
the
the red
red.
the red
Yep,
things?
the red things. Yep. It
Oh man.
was pretty awesome.
I remember as a kid thinking that was so much magic, how the little blue line just showed up,
Uh
you
huh.
know. And then you're like, if you look real hard, like I think I see it,
I can
you know.
see it. I can see it.
Um. So anyway, this is camshaft. This
Hmm.
is camshaft, and I want to point out a couple things from the outset here. Um, Believe it or not, a quick Google search will not yield you the best pictures for comparison. So shout out to the Sabertron folks for at least posting something up here.
Hmm.
But the sad part is, JD, is I own all these, and I recently I was looking for my post in the Realm group a few years ago. I can't find it, so I don't know where these are, but I have them and they're pretty much complete except uh I think on downshift I'm missing a gun or a missile or something like that. But anyway, very very simplistic, and these were smaller than your retail spots like say Sideswipe and them. They
Right.
actually were kind of small. But now when I think back to it, like as a kid, I didn't realize it. When I think back to it, like those cars are small.
Yeah.
Um, but obviously very simplistic G1 transformation. And, I want to take a call here. Like other people who watch this channel know that I'm a more of a fan of the mature aesthetic, not the toon aesthetic. Like
Right.
the toy,
Same.
but make it move, right?
Yep.
And as you can see here, Keith is basically he doesn't have to serve some toon model, right?
No.
He doesn't have to
I
contort,
mean, there is none, to
right?
be honest, you know,
So all he has to do is make this one more
into
articulated and bigger.
into an awesome action figure and
That's right.
bigger. Yeah.
That's right. So like he's got his paint apps, to simulate the stickers and stuff. Because without the stickers, this guy's got nothing on him. He's plain
Yeah.
Jane. And the proportions are up to his designers, whatever they want to do. They're like, you know what? I'm going to just make it look cool. I don't have to I don't want to make it look like this. But yeah, so I mean the guns and everything are the same. The the car, he is an RX-7, I
An
believe.
RX-7.
An
Yep.
old RX-7. The rotary engine. Did they have those back in the 80s still? That wasn't.
Um,
Yeah, that was still their calling card, I think, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Um, and of course he's doing the modern things with the doors and the lights because that's what they do now. But yeah, there's not much to it. I'm showing this one first because this one's not up for pre-order yet, which has me a little freaked out because I was able to pre-order the other two, and
Yeah.
now I'm like, what? I'm like, is this one like an exclusive to somewhere else or something like that? It's like, come on, Keith, put them all up. Oh, by the way, the ones that went up for pre-order today, December of 2022 was the release date.
Ugh.
So shout out to No Money Down pre-orders.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah.
And a
So anyway,
hell of a waiting.
yep, yep. Also, people know that I'm not a fan of blue glass, but do I make
This is
do
like
I make an
tinted.
exception? Do I make an exception here because the G1 toys got blue glass?
Hmm.
So I don't know. Maybe I'm just
Yeah,
apologizing
but
for
it's
my
also like super
sensibilities.
tinted like that too. So it's
It's true.
almost, you know what I mean? It's not
That's
that
right.
light blue shit like they're trying to simulate the cartoon.
Right. They're not pretending. This is like,
Right.
this thing has gone into Dom's shop, and so far he's only done the windows, maybe the rims, but he hasn't done everything else to it yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, there you go. And these also have these third modes with basically it's like a car in a battle mode type of Mad Max
Hmm.
type of thing, or maybe like a mask. like a mask kind of like thing where the cars deploy guns and whatnot. And
Yeah.
next is Overdrive. Again, this one is up for pre-order, and same deal. Um, here's the G1 toy. Oop, they forgot to flip up his. Oop,
Oh,
but, oop,
he's
oopsie.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, man. So here it is in the modern form, and since he doesn't have to do much to like obey this toon aesthetic, you saw Ace struggle with that Streetwise last week.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I saw reviews. Bobby did the cup last week, earlier this week. That was brutal. And so, eh, in order to get that toon aesthetic, they're really kind of going overboard with the engineering,
With
making things not
with
fun.
the engineering making it super complicated, and
But
I mean,
this,
hopefully these aren't.
yeah, this
I
looks
mean,
pretty simple, right?
they don't look, but
Okay,
yeah, you can't really tell what
yeah.
does what. You can see the tires under the chest there.
Yeah, this one does the same thing here too. So,
Hmm.
um, one of the things I want to call out here too, Keith is like he's fitting every sensibility of mine right now. So obviously these are pictures, but I can only hope that they're painted and the paint matches through and through.
Yeah.
But he's using translucent bits for the headlights
Hmm.
here, which I love. I adore
Love.
that when they use that.
Yeah,
So,
it gives it that realistic look. You know what I mean? When you do
yep.
that with the headlamps and
Hmm.
the markers and tail lights, using that clear colored plastic, man, it just makes it pop.
Yep. And also he's got a gimmick here where a
Oh,
double
the
barrel
guns come out of
cannons,
his chest.
yeah,
Yeah.
flip out. And then there's the back, the back's the back.
And wasn't that like on the G1? Wasn't that a sticker to make it match the rest of the hood?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
here. Yep.
Yep.
And of course it's that worn out, and it's just different
Oh yeah.
color, and it wears out, stuff like that. Yep.
Yeah.
Looking good here. The headlights, of course, that's the thing. The doors open
Doors.
is a thing as well. But check out that interior. I mean, we saw in that Streetwise, he kind of put an interior in there too, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's like these guys aren't so complicated that he doesn't have to junk up the inside with a bunch of stuff. But man, that's
Huh.
that's really
That's pretty
nice.
wild.
Yep. And
Yep. That's how you do it right there.
translucent right here. Oh man, I
That's how
tell you,
you do it.
JD, I've been in a good mood all day because of these pictures, man. Nothing's gonna get me in bad mood today.
There you go. Tack
But
mood.
yep, there's the attack mode, and like he can flip his feet out. So what's interesting here is like these things here are just these little nubs that he has for toes,
Yeah.
which is interesting because in bot mode they give him real feet. So it looks like I don't know, maybe there's a hinge in here or something, but I mean you don't want giant feet sticking out at the top of that
No.
car. So he did something to make it work there. So that's pretty cool. And of course the wings and I only dude, if he came with another gun, then that means I lost that gun too, I guess.
Mm,
But
Well,
I think I
I
only have
mean,
this gun. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, they show him there holding
Yep.
two. I was pretty sure that he had two different guns.
Yep. And I don't remember the third one. Maybe it's a bonus. But you get these blast effects, which of course and then go on a car. Um,
Heck yeah, dude.
yeah, man. And I need somebody to help me out. I checked the listing for the sales and it did not mention a stand, but I know Takara puts out stands from time to time.
Uh-huh.
Maybe KFC provided a stand with one of their other figures, and this might mount on it. So I don't know if like is this the one that came with Scourge or something, or did Scourge come with one? I don't know, or Elagos. I don't know. Someone
Um,
would have to tell me.
yeah, but they weren't like that.
No, okay. Maybe
No.
this is a Takara stand or something. But, Or maybe it comes with a stand and the listing was wrong. Who knows?
Yeah, all their old stands were like an oval shape, and then it just had like two posts, and then it had a post that you connect the.
Okay.
Uh, God damn it! I'll find a picture of it here.
All right. And then moving on to Downshift, um, who I think as a kid, I don't want to say no, he flew, so he was probably my second
Yeah,
favorite. I'm gonna say Camshaft was probably. Move you over here. Come on, hold on. Oh wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not what we saw in the picture.
yeah. Those are the stands that they were using before.
Okay.
So Cody said it looks like a Gundam stand, which that I can agree with.
Okay.
Yeah, this one, like, mm, mm, this looks awesome.
Yeah, man. Nice modern update, right?
Yeah,
Um, this one I think they probably had to do the most, maybe the most too, to make him look halfway decent. I don't know. Camshaft looks pretty awful as a toy, but
yeah,
as you can see, they didn't go all out to like give him super pretty feet, so he is kind of like what he is, right?
yeah.
Um,
But
but
like with
again,
the black and white
down
ones,
downshift.
no, the son of a bitch, I can't remember their names. The
Oh,
two that they did,
run him out,
yeah,
run
runabout and
amok.
run amok, yeah.
Hmm.
Like this design looks similar to those. Maybe not totally, but it's maybe not. I don't know. The hood up top and
Oh, I see. Yes, shares certain design aspects as
yeah,
to that.
where the
Dude, and
windshield is
yeah,
and the feet are the front of the car.
yep, yep. And yeah, these are another two I'm excited about. You know, these are
Yeah.
sold out on one store that's big and bad
Yep.
already. So
Yep.
it's funny you don't really see Keith stuff sell out like that, I don't think, right?
No. No.
That just goes to show he hit a nerve here. This is stuff people want.
Yeah.
So
How many people were asking for this?
yeah. But let's see here. What else we got? I wanted to call out a few different things. Like again, they don't have to go super crazy making stuff fold away or anything like that. So it is kind of, hey, we'll just make it transform like it transforms,
Yep.
clean it up a little bit, you know, and so what if he still has like some kibble and stuff on the back and things. And we'll see what these guns are a little bit later if people aren't familiar with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, just, you know, you still have the basically the back of the car hanging off, and that's basically it. But these don't look super complicated, which I'm really happy about too. To me, some of the nostalgia to this is remembering like just having things move the same way that
Right.
they moved as a kid. Like MP44, that Prime, it's pretty amazing what they made it do, but you know, you don't have the in the hands and
It's a
the
complete
it's
departure
like,
from
yeah,
what we remember,
right. It's like, why are pieces of his legs in the cab? That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
All right, now is this a Supra or a
That
Celica?
I think it's a Supra,
Okay.
I think. I'm pretty sure it's a Supra.
Yeah, because I mean, why would they choose a Celica? There's sporty Celicas though, but were there sporty Celicas back in the day?
Yeah, but they weren't like race car, you know what I
Right,
mean? That was more your grocery getter, yeah.
right. Um, yeah, so awesome. Again,
I'm gonna have to
I'm
show
just
these to my boss too, because like
I'm beside myself on
he's a
this.
big fan of Supra. He had one of the new Supras. He actually just
Oh,
sold it, but
with the little spoiler and the circle lights on the back.
yeah, I don't know. There weren't many. There was like maybe like 5,000 of them that came to the States.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I'm thinking of one that was. Oh, look at this. Vendetta says that the Supra was actually a Celica GT.
Oh, well then.
Yeah, yeah. And that's not everything I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
I have one more thing.
I'm here.
Okay,
Like I'm excited about all this Keith stuff.
me too, man. I mean, when I went out to that retailer that I mentioned before,
Mm-hmm.
I clicked on Keith's page and I just kept scrolling down and it wasn't like stuff's out of stock. It was like pre-order, stuff's in
Creators.
stock, stuff like that. I was like, whoa.
Yep.
So I wanted to just make a little shout out here to a friend of ours. If I can learn how to navigate his website, which really isn't that hard. Or maybe it is. Maybe I'm website challenged today.
Hmm.
Like, I want to see if there's a gallery I can use here. Should probably just go to his Instagram page. But anyway, it's Crashbox Customs.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me actually, I'm not sharing yet, right? Let me try this. Let me try this.
Brink wants a girl who turns into a car.
Let me guess. Chat Wingham said that.
Yes, he did.
So, once you got people figured out, go.
Gotta give it to him.
Here we go. Here we go. I'll just use this. Because his website was, you know, here's how you order, stuff like that. I just want to show the pics, you know. So he is coming out with another mythic piece called the Echelon, which is kind of neat. Kind of reminds me of like old Roman type stuff.
Yeah.
And he's got a new floor coming that looks like it's notched out to go with this piece as well. And if you get two, you can make a hallway. And I wanted to see, there he is using it with his existing mythic pieces. So you can kind of do that. That's pretty cool. You know, it's amazing what some simple lighting can do to
Yeah.
make something look really good. There's his, I don't know if he's using lasers for the floor or if he's using that, I forget what he called that other machine. But, let's see if I could zoom in. Maybe I can. But there's a lot of detail in here. Like, these columns are separate pieces that are, like, in here. Like, this is,
Yeah.
they're, for creating stuff that can be, like, reproduced on, you know, somewhat of a large scale, like, they're really honing in the skills for these machines on what they do, stuff like that.
Yeah, I really like I'm actually kind of jealous of the way he kind of he's making like sets and
Hmm.
able to engineer them in ways that they can be, stacked or um you can just use like multiple of them, you know what I mean?
Right.
I really
Yeah.
like the way that he does that.
Yep.
The way he figures all that out. It's great.
And here is the complex, of course, is for the more space related type
Yeah.
things or non-mythic, but again, things you can do here with this, which I have a couple corridors and a couple walls, and you know I've had that thing up back there for a while. I need to hunker down and change some stuff up and figure out what I want to do with some of this. But it makes me want to buy spacey related figures, that's for sure. But And then of course you can customize what you want to put here, for the O1 and
Yeah.
O2 and O3, which is kind of cool. But anyway, yeah, that
Options. That's
the
what's
echelon
up.
thing is really really neat. I'm really kind of digging that. It's like if I was in on a Galactus, I'd really have to second guess myself. Get one of these instead.
Heck yeah.
And those are the things that I really kind of want to chat about today.
Hmm.
That Prime, man, this little guy. Hard to believe. Spent all the time, all those years ago. This thing is just so cool.
Huh.
It's little tiny. Oh,
Heck yeah.
Megatron must be stopped no matter the cost. And then pretend you're Thrust in Blitzwing and just boom, run over. Yeah.
Heck yeah. See, I got sucked into a little, like, I'll kind of listen to YouTube stuff on the way home, or like to and from work sometimes. And like, I don't know if anybody had heard or is in on the Valveverse stuff. The action, what's it called? Action Heroes, or no?
I think like the army guys in
Action
1/12
Force.
scale, right?
Yeah.
Like he's doing. Is he the one that got the Sergeant Slaughter?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So like they keep delaying them, but I'm kind of excited for those because the accessories to replace some of the stuff that they were giving, like
To the classified.
fucking Nerf guns and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got sucked into a little like rabbit hole. Somebody got prototypes from what's his name? Bobby Valaverse. Bobby Vala. Yeah. Yeah. So, and yeah, I'm super excited about that Sergeant Slaughter. That'll be awesome. Pretty sure you can still pre-order him. Night.
Yeah, man, go get it.
Yeah.
Comes in a little box. Look at that.
Dude, that's amazing.
Tiny box.
Heck yeah.
And anything else catch your eye?
Mm,
Like I said, I forgot to watch the Star Wars trailer for their
for Visions. Yeah,
Visions.
I missed it.
Yeah,
I didn't see it yet.
I have to catch that later. But
No,
I'm pretty excited about that.
I find myself going to a certain retailer and digging through their 1/12 accessories.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
You know what they need to do is they really need to just let you create a wish list without putting it into your pre-order list.
Yep.
I ended up just creating like a text file and saving links. Like, okay, next time
I do that from time to time. Next time I go,
all right. So
here's
the next
the link. I just log in and add to cart.
So yeah, so it's like, okay, I'm gonna ship my pile of loot now. All right, let me go to this file first and see if there's any late arrivals, late additions to throw in.
Yeah, but like, I found out it was I think D Amazing did the reviews for another Thousand Toys / Sentinel piece that's coming out, and it's from this cartoon and like an old anime called Fooly Cooly.
Okay.
It's just FLCL and that'll bring everything up. And they're doing Canty, and he's like a robot with, he's got like a TV for a head, but they're doing two different versions that come out at the same time. And of course it's Thousand Toys, so it's going to be, it's already amazing. Yeah.
Oh, let's look at this one.
But we've also been watching this with Fen because it's like, oh my god, I like totally forgot about this cartoon. So
I have no idea what this is.
it's funny, and the reason I mentioned like digging through 1/12 scale accessories is that scooter, the Vespa, and I found two different companies that make Vespas or
Oh,
equivalent.
this right here.
Yeah, the
This looks
girls.
like the one that the Daredevil pack had, or did Squirrel Girl have
The
this?
Squirrel Girl, yeah, I think she had a Vespa in it too. But they actually make, yellow ones. Just gotta like print stickers out or something like that.
A robot with a TV for a head.
Yeah, it's wild. It's a wild cartoon. So like the little kid with the blue sweatshirt.
Uh huh.
Um, so the cartoon has like this, perverse sort of thing, and anytime like, a girl wants to make out with him, or he hears sounds of some sort, these things grow out of his head.
Okay.
Yeah, and Canty was the first one to come out of his head.
Wait. All right. Canty came out of his head.
Yeah, the guy with the TV head. Yeah.
Oh,
So it's like
wait.
he like grows a horn and then it just like opens up and
So
you know.
he grew a horn out of his head, and this
Mhm.
guy came out of it.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
Well,
wild. It's
Where can this be watched?
it's on Funimation.
Funimation. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm always a little hesitant. Like, I don't have safe search on, right? So when you like Google things, you're
Hmm.
like, if I scroll down, here I am live. Maybe I should stop tempting fate. You never know.
Yeah.
DeviantArt might pop up or some shit like that. But yeah. All right,
Yeah.
man. That looks
It's
cool.
fun. It's a fun cartoon. I'm excited about these new Thousand Toys pieces that are coming out.
Funimation. Watch anime streaming online.
Hmm.
You can have ads or you can pay, it seems.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a lot of good stuff on there.
Holy crap, there is a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'll reserve judgment as to what you say is good,
I
but
mean,
it's interesting. Oh, here's that Attack on Titan I hear so much about.
yeah.
Is that a good one?
I tried to watch it, but I think because it was on, I believe it was on Netflix at first, and I tried watching it, and it was all subtitled, and like I can't.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have a
one
hard
of
time with
those.
subtitles sometimes, especially if it's like a cartoon, because I'm like trying to pay attention to like what they draw and all that kind of
Mhm.
stuff, but I can appreciate you know the audio. If only I could, speak Japanese or Cantonese or any of
Mm.
those.
It's interesting. People don't realize, and then I didn't know it until I started watching a few things. It's like anime is not just s- Dragon Ball Z, right? Like
Hmm.
it's not that type of. They're all not that type of show. They're drawn sitcoms in some ways, right?
Right.
Or
Yeah.
drawn dramas,
Sometimes.
right? Instead of having real life actors, people just draw out stuff that you would see typical live actors do on your network prime time or whatever.
Yeah. I
So,
mean, a lot of it now is all CG, but
well, you know what
so,
I mean, right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it's pretty cool. There are
Matt, Star Blazers, we get the fuck out.
Star Blazers.
Hey, yeah. That's
Um,
classic stuff right there.
Here's one that looks interesting. Moriarty the Patriot. I wonder what that's about.
Didn't
But
didn't watch it. Have no idea.
it's funny though, like you know how when you're watching a live action show, like when an actor's really good or they really understand that character, and you just kind of like fall in love with the character itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I've seen some anime type shows where you can tell that both the voice artist and the artist, I don't know, the drawer, whoever, like you can tell like that they really have an affinity for that specific character, and you can
Yeah,
they just get everything right, like from their facial expressions to everything. It's very very surreal sometimes.
yeah. I think a lot of that depends on the studio, and um, uh, yeah. Matt says Ninja Scroll Brink. That's a good
Ninja
one.
Scroll.
Ninja Scroll. Classic. Of course, I'm gonna pull out my ace card and say Dorohedoro.
Hmm. I enjoyed it the last time I was at your place watching it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, I could see you getting into like Cowboy Bebop or Samurai Champloo. I believe they're both on there on the Funimation.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of that at your place. I think earlier in there, like around January. I think we watched some Cowboy Bebop, if I remember
Oh,
correctly.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. It's good. It's good stuff. I just did a Cowboy Bebop tattoo too. I just started one. But yeah,
All right.
that's what's up.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Well then, let's call it a night.
Cool. Yeah. At least we gave somebody stuff to talk about. Some people's.
I hope so. Everybody loves Robot Talk.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, there's always Robotech.
Oh, I said Robot Talk.
Oh
But
no, I know. The
Robotech is
Matt
also good.
Matt says Robotech.
Yeah, I remember watching that for the first time. I remember I was working at Circuit City, and I was closing that night, and I was like, you know what? Let's go walk down the DVD section, take a look. And there was the Macross Saga
Yep.
was there with the picture of the VF1J in
Mm-hmm.
robot mode. And I look at that and I'm like, I know what that is, but this isn't Transformers. um, what is this? So I was like, all right, let me buy it. It's like I don't know, I think it's like 8 discs or something like that. It
Yeah.
wasn't, you know,
Yeah, there's definitely a
those
lot of
old
it.
school DVDs. Like I have an old school DVD of the Goodfellas that you got to flip over to watch the second half of the
Oh,
movie.
wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and anyway, yeah, I started watching it and I was like, whoa, what is this? All right, I'm down. I'm in. And yeah, that was a wild ride, man. Poor Rick. You had to make
Yeah.
those tough choices. Min May or Lin
Uh
shoot. I was gonna say Linda, but that's not it.
no,
Um, Sarah? No.
no. I don't remember.
Wow, people are just like, take your Robotech card away, Brink. How could you not remember her name?
G-Force. Gotcha, man. Right
Oh,
here.
there it is. Lisa. I was close.
Lisa.
Linda. Lisa. I got the last 2 letters. Then the first two letters. First letter, last letter. All right.
Okay.
I'm rambling.
Rambling.
All right, JD.
Okay, Brink.
You know what the good news is?
What?
We're gonna be here tomorrow
Yes, we are.
for brand new shelf gravy.
Yes. Wonder what we will be doing. I don't know. Just have to tune in and find out.
Tune in and find out for shelf gravy.
Mm-hmm.
Toy Mafia. He is it's just all he's He's a bundle of emotions. He's got the peace sign and the smiley face and the thumbs up, and then we mention the word shelf gravy, and you get these
And he got
like
mad.
weird faces. And I don't know if he's mad or if I just don't speak emoji. Maybe it's a preemptive angry face based on whatever trivia topic I choose.
Or he's just mad it's over. I don't know.
Or maybe he's mad that it's over. Oh my goodness.
Anyway,
Ralphie,
you can
you give
find-
me too much credit. I just show up. I just show up. I stand on the shoulders of giants and just that's what I do. All right.
Ralphie
KFC
just
said
wants them.
he's sad that he missed the Omnibot talk. Well, KFC, you're doing good work, sir.
Yep. Keep it up.
Keep it up. Please let me know when the pre-order for Camshaft drops, because if I miss out on that one, then I'll get the Trio.
Yep. And feel free to send some early samples to us.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right.
But you can always rewind and
Yep.
and
You
watch
can always
it.
rewatch it.
All right. Let's click this button and get out of here.
Okay. All right.
See
See you
ya.
tomorrow.
Bye.
Say it with me now.
Really?